Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Leach, back here with another reaction video. Today, I will be reacting to NBA free agency part 1. Going to be reacting to most of these moves. Some of these are old moves, but yeah, let's get right into it. So, starting off, Kyrie and the Mavs, agree to a long-term deal. Coming off of that torn ACL, he gets $119 million for 3 years, and he stays a Maverick. Also, they did re-sign Daniel Gafford, so keeping him is pretty huge too. So, the Mavs making some moves. And then you got the Houston Rockets. Extend guard Fred VanVleet intends to sign a 2-year, $50 million contract to stay with the franchise with a player option in 2026-27, sources tell ESPN. So, another re-sign for the Rockets. They obviously re-signed Steven Adams as well, which is good for the Rockets. And then John Collins, Utah Jazz. Big man John Collins has exercised his $26.5 million player option for the 2025-26 season, which basically means he's going to return and be on the Jazz for next season. And then we had a trade. The Charlotte Hornets traded Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns for the number 29th overall pick in the draft, which the draft, I reacted to it, just haven't posted it yet. But yeah, the Suns have Malawach and Mark Williams. So, two really good big man in Phoenix. But my other thing is, they're gonna have to get rid of Nick Richards because that means they have 3 big men right now. So I expect him to get moved. See what's next. And then the Philadelphia 76ers tend to sign for Justin Edwards to a new 3-year contract after declining his team option. So, they bring back Justin Edwards, who was really good for them last season, who didn't get drafted. He was undrafted, which the Cavs, they should have been all over this last season. Justin Edwards was a bucket. And then Minnesota Timberwolves, Naz Reid intends to sign a new 5-year, $125 million contract to stay with the franchise, including a player options. Sources tell ESPN. So Naz Reid staying with the Wolves. Really good for the Wolves to get him back. Naz Reid is definitely a big piece for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To get him back is really good for them. And then, yeah, I reacted to this. I just haven't posted it yet. Restricted free agent Davion Mitchell intends to sign a 2-year, $24 million deal to return to the Miami Heat. This is big news for the Miami Heat. They get Davion Mitchell back, who's a bucket getter. He can score. He can play defense. Really good player. Really good re-sign for the Heat. And I reacted to this too. Just haven't posted it. And then Los Angeles Clippers forward Nicholas Batum is declining his $4.9 million player option for the 2025-2026 season to become a free agent. Sources tell ESPN. So Batum is a free agent. I don't know what team should pick him up. He's getting older, but he's still, he can shoot it. But yeah. Free agent Garrett Temple intends to sign a 1-year, $3.6 million deal to return to the Raptors. Don't really know much about him, but yeah. And then we have a trade. The Oklahoma City Thunder are trading guard Dillon Jones and a 2nd-round pick to the Washington Wizards. Washington is sending guard Kobe Jones to the Thunder, who will then release him. Okay. Oklahoma City Thunder center forward Jalen Williams is signing a new 3-year, $24 million contract extension with the franchise. Coming off fresh off a NBA championship, gets extended. Congrats, Jalen Williams. Los Angeles Lakers LeBron James is opting to his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-2026 season. LeBron knows the Lakers are building for the future, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. So LeBron wants the Lakers to make moves, as he should. He's 40 years old, wants to win now. And yeah, he's always wanted to win, but the U.S. District Authority's Office is investigating Detroit Pistons guard Malik Beasley on allegations of gambling related to NBA games and prop bets. Not good news out of Detroit. What is going on with these dudes betting? I mean, come on, Malik Beasley. He was due for a contract too, so yeah, he probably won't get that now. Wow, unfortunate news. Los Angeles Lakers forward Dorian Finney-Smith is declining his $15.4 million option for 20 and went into free agency. So Finney-Smith's free agency. Philadelphia 76ers forward Kelly Oubre is picking up his $8.4 million player option for next season, return to the team. So Oubre back with the Sixers. And then Julius Randle signs a new 3-year, $100 million deal to stay with the Timberwolves. So I don't like this by the Timberwolves. I mean, I don't know. He didn't really perform good in the playoffs, and he gets $100 million for 3 years. I mean, I guess if he could improve. I mean, then yeah, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Miami Heat guard Duncan Robinson is declining his $20 million early. What does that say? Temporation? I don't even know. Option to become a free agent. So Duncan is a free agent. Then we got to. Oh, I reacted to this. I forgot I reacted to this. I just haven't posted it yet. The Oklahoma City Thunder intend to sign guard A.J. Mitchell to a new 3-year contract worth $9 million. Congrats! After coming off an NBA championship. I don't know much about him, but yeah. Oh, my bad. James Harden, declining his player option, intends to sign a 2-year extension with the Clippers, $81.5 million contract to return to Los Angeles Clippers. Congrats, James Harden. Staying with the Clippers. Good news for the Clippers. Bobby Portis intends to sign a 3-year, $44 million contract to return to the Milwaukee Bucks. Big for the Milwaukee Bucks. Bobby Portis, a really good player for the Milwaukee Bucks. Then Jabari Smith gets the bag. $122 million for 5 years. Congrats to Jabari Smith, young and upcoming player. And then DeAndre Ayton is finalizing a contract buyout with Portland. And he will become a free agent. So he's a free agent. Who should pick him up? Free agent forward Zaire Williams is says to sign a 2-year, $12 million deal to return to the Brooklyn Nets. Suns guard Connor Gillespie intends to sign a guaranteed 1-year contract to return to the Phoenix Suns. Free agent forward Joe Ingles intends to sign a 1-year, $3.6 million deal to return to the T-Wolves. Free agent big man Deron Sharp intends to sign a 2-year, $12 million deal to return to the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, he's a young and solid player. I like that for the Nets. Oh, free agent for Nicholas Batum intends to sign a 2-year, $11.5 million contract to return to the Clippers. So he did go into free agency, but mustn't have saw anything, and he's back with the Clippers for 2 years. Jordan Clarkson is a free agent, it looks like. The Memphis Grizzlies and All-Star Jaren Jackson Jr. are expected to agree on a 5-year, $240 million maximum contract. I don't even know what I just said, but big news, Jaren Jackson back with the Memphis Grizzlies on a 5-year deal. Wow. Big contract for Jaren Jackson, but he much deserved. Yeah, look, $240 million for 5 years, bro. Locking him up for the long haul. Free agent Santa Adama has agreed to a 3-year, $52.5 million deal to return to the Memphis Grizzlies. Good for the Grizzlies. He's a solid player. Free agent Dorian Finney-Smith has agreed to a 4-year, $53 million deal with the Houston Rockets The Rockets getting busy in free agency, picking up a wing and Dorian Finney-Smith. Good pickup for the Rockets. Like that a lot. Free agent center Paul Reed has agreed to a 2-year, $11 million deal to return to the Detroit Pistons. Okay. The Memphis Grizzlies and guard Cam Spencer have agreed to a 2-year, $4.5 million fully guaranteed contract. Don't really know too much about him. Free agent forward Jake LaRavia has agreed to a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Lakers getting busy. I think he's a good shooter, so that helps him a little bit. Free agent guard Trey Jones has agreed to a 3-year, $24 million deal to return to the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls get Trey Jones back. Free agent guard D'Angelo Russell has agreed to a 2-year, $13 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks. Okay, this seems like they're going all in. Getting D'Lo. Congrats to D'Lo. He's going to be competing this upcoming season. I'd like to see that. And then we have breaking. The Denver Nuggets are trading Michael Porter Jr. an unprotected 2032 or 2032, however you say it, first round pick to the Brooklyn Nets for Cam Johnson? Wow. So MPJ is headed to the Nets and Cam Johnson's headed to the Nuggets. Interesting move right here. Whoever would have thought MPJ would be off the Nuggets. And then Cam Johnson's headed to Denver. Solid trade, I would say. I would say the Nets won the trade, though. They got a unprotected, first-round pick. So it's a first-round pick. Oh, man, there it is. Man, I was hoping not to see this. Free agent guard Ty Jerome has agreed to a 3-year, $28 million deal with the Memphis Grizzlies and a player option in year 3. Congrats to Ty Jerome on his contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. Thank you for everything, Ty. The guy, he's just a chill guy. Did a lot for us last year, bro. Was a 6th Man of the Year candidate. I still don't agree with the Cavs, signing Mero over Ty. But, hey, man, we'll have to see how it plays out this upcoming season. But best of luck to Ty Jerome in Memphis, bro. Thank you for what you did this past season. Free agent guard KPJ has agreed to a 2-year, $11 million deal to return to the Milwaukee Bucks. KPJ back with the Bucks. I like this for the Milwaukee Bucks. Free agent Bruce Brown Jr. has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Denver Nuggets. The 2023 NBA champion for the Nuggets returns to Denver. So Bruce Brown back with the Nuggets, because ever since remember he got that bag from, what was it, Indiana, bro? Man, he went downhill after that, man. So I'm glad that he's going back to Denver. Maybe he can, turn up again. Free agent center Kevon Looney has agreed to a 2-year, $16 million deal with the New Orleans Pelicans. So the Warriors lose Looney, who was a Golden State Warrior for a long time. He's headed to New Orleans. Really good signing from the Pelicans. A good, solid big man. Like it for the Pelicans. What's his? Oh, he has a player option in his second year of the contract. Okay. Free agent center Luke Cornett has agreed to a 4-year, $41 million deal with the San Antonio Spurs. So the Celtics lose Luke Cornett, who was a pretty pivotal piece off that bench. It was pretty much just a stay ready mindset, and Luke Cornett was always ready when he got his name called off that bench. Really good signing for the Spurs, man. I'm telling you, the Spurs are really going to compete in that Western Conference, if Wemby can stay healthy, bro. I like this move for the Spurs a lot. Free agent center Clint Capella has agreed to a 3-year, $21.5 million deal with the Houston Rockets. So Capella back to the Rockets. Played there in his younger days in his NBA career. Goes back to Houston. Houston making a lot of moves. I like this for the Rockets a lot. Free agent guard Caris LeVert has agreed to a 2-year, $29 million deal with the Detroit Pistons. So, Caris LeVert headed to Detroit to go play for J.B. Bickerstaff and the Pistons. I like that a lot. LeVert to the Pistons. Free agent center Brook Lopez has agreed to a 2-year, $18 million deal with the Los Angeles Clippers. So, Lopez era is done with in Milwaukee as he moves on to the Clippers. Um, um, I think the Bucks maybe should have brought him back. I don't know, but maybe not. I don't know. Brook Lopez getting older, he's aging, but I like it for the Clippers. Free agent center Luke Garza has agreed to a 2-year, $5.5 million fully guaranteed deal with the Boston Celtics. So after losing Cornette, they get Luke Garza. But I don't know how good Luke Garza is. But they have to be going after another big man though. Alexander Walker has agreed to a 4-year, $62 million deal with the Atlanta Hawks. This is a big loss for the T-Wolves, bro. Alexander Walker was really huge for the T-Wolves off that bench. Was really nice for them. Yeah, he gets a bag from Atlanta and ATL. I'm telling you what, they're going to compete too this upcoming season. Like this a lot for Alexander Walker and the Atlanta Hawks. Free agent guard Tyus Jones has agreed to a 1-year, $7 million deal with the Orlando Magic. So a one year rental for the Magic to get Tyus Jones is a really good backup point guard. Nigel Hayes Davis, the 2025 EuroLeague champion and Finals MVP, as well as a Turkish Cup champion and MVP, has agreed to a fully guaranteed 1-year contract with the Phoenix Suns. Congrats, bro. EuroLeague champion, okay. Headed to the Suns? That's some big news. Free agent sharpshooter Luke Cornette has agreed to a 1-year, $11 million deal with the Atlanta Hawks. Dude, I'm telling you, the Atlanta Hawks are going all in, bro. They are going to compete in the Eastern Conference, bro. I mean, Luke Cornette can shoot the shit out of the ball, bro. That is a good move. Free agent center Mason Plumlee has agreed to a 1-year, $3.6 million deal with the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, it's Mason Plumlee, bro. Free agent forward Torian Prince has agreed to a 2-year, $7.1 million deal to return to the Milwaukee Bucks. So Prince back with the Bucks. Jordan Clarkson is expected to sign with the New York Knicks after he clears free agency waivers. So Jordan Clarkson to New York. Okay, that's a big move. Yeah, I like that a lot for Jordan Clarkson because, the Jazz have so many guards. They have a lot of young guards, so they got to move on. Clarkson gets his shot in New York. Free agent forward Trendon Watford has agreed to a 2-year, $5.3 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, good, solid signing for the Sixers. Free agent sharpshooter Gary Trent Jr. has agreed to a 2-year, $7.5 million deal to return to the Milwaukee Bucks. So Gary Trent Jr. back with Milwaukee. NBA MVP SGA has agreed to a 4-year, $285 million Supermax contract extension with the championship Oklahoma City Thunder through 2020, 30, and 31. Sources tell ESPN. This is now the richest annual salary for a player in league history. SGA getting the bag. Well deserved, bro. Have one of the best guard seasons we've seen in quite some time, bro. SGA, well deserved, my boy. Free agent center Yuba Sele has agreed to a 2-year, $12 million contract with the New York Knicks. All right, this is big news. The Knicks get Yuba Sele, who was pretty solid for the Sixers last season. I like this a lot. Gives them a guy off the bench to, that can, go in there, get rebounds, score. Same with Jordan Clarkson. I mean, you have to like that if you're the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks will have a really good team again, and I think they could go pretty far. Breaking free agent center Miles Turner has agreed to a 4-year, $107 million contract with the Milwaukee Bucks, plus a player option for year 4 in 2028-29 and a full 15% trade kicker, whatever that means. But Miles Turner leaves the Indiana Pacers. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Indiana let bro walk? Are we serious? And Milwaukee, after losing Brook Lopez to the Clippers, goes all in and goes and gets Miles Turner. Man, this looks weird, man. I just can't believe the Pacers did not bring him back after going on a finals run like that. So the Bucks, strike and get Miles Turner from the Pacers. It's a big move. Justin, the Milwaukee Bucks are waiving Damian Lillard and stretching the remaining 113 million on his contract in order to acquire Miles Turner. So they're using that money to get Miles Turner. So they wouldn't even They wouldn't even pretty much allowed to get Miles Turner. What am I reading? Lillard's 2 seasons in Milwaukee come to an end as he rehabs a torn Achilles tendon. So Damian Lillard is getting waived. So that means he's gonna be a free agent, bro. What the frick? Yo, that's crazy, bro. So they pretty much just said, screw Damian Lillard, go get me Miles Turner. So Damian Lillard, I wonder how he feels about that. Getting waived? Wonder if he waved back. But yeah, Lillard's a free agent. That is crazy news. We got another trade. The Sacramento Kings are trading Jonas Valanciunas to the Denver Nuggets for Dario Saric. A player-for-player swap. I would say the Nuggets won this trade. I mean, yeah, the Kings are getting back Dario Saric. I mean, And then Valanciunas, he still got some solid years left heading to the Nuggets. I like this move for the Nuggets, not so much for the Kings. Free agent forward Gary Harris has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. So Milwaukee, with another addition, gets Gary Harris. I mean, he's kind of old, but, he can shoot it. And he's a good defender, too. The Milwaukee Bucks are trading Pat Connaughton and 2 of their own second-round picks, 2020, 31, and 2032, to the Charlotte Hornets for Vasilija Micic. So they trade Pat Connaughton. I mean, after they re-signed Gary Trent Jr. Then they got Gary Harris. So you knew Pat Connaughton was pretty much out the door. I like this trade for the Hornets. Yeah, because Pat Connaughton. He's pretty good. He's not bad. Free agent guard Dennis Schroeder has agreed to a 3-year, $45 million deal with the Sacramento Kings. So Detroit loses Schroeder to the Kings in free agency. Schroeder, how many teams has this dude been on, bro? I'm pretty sure he's completed the rainbow at this point. Free agent center Sims has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. Player option in the second season. So Sims back to Milwaukee. Okay. Free agent Sandro has agreed to a 2-year, $5.5 million deal with the Toronto Raptors, plus a second-year player option. So the Raptors get Sandro from the Spurs. He's pretty solid. Toronto Raptors center Joachim Poeltl has agreed on a 4-year, $104 million contract extension with the franchise through 2029-30. Sources tell ESPN Poeltl will pick up his 2026-27 player option at 19.5 and add 3 additional years to his deal. So the Raptors extend Poeltl. I feel like that's kind of a lot for him, but he has been pretty good to the Raptors. Free agent forward Josh Minott has agreed to a 2-year, $5 million deal with the Boston Celtics. I don't know much about this dude, but the Celtics, pick up another guy from the T-Wolves. Free agent sharpshooter Tim Hardaway Jr. has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Denver Nuggets. This is kind of a loss for the Pistons, man. Losing Hardaway, he's really good for them last year, especially with that perimeter shooting. Heads to the Nuggets on a 1-year deal. The Los Angeles Clippers are waiting center Drew Eubanks. Eubanks plans to sign with the Sacramento Kings on a 1-year deal. Eubanks is okay. After getting, what's his name? Brook Lopez, and they still have Zubac. Makes sense. Free agent shooter Duncan Robinson has agreed to a 3-year, $48 million deal with the Detroit Pistons. Okay, never mind. Never mind about Tim Hardaway. Here's his replacement right here. They get Duncan Robinson from the Heat. Multiple options in the market, which include a potential return to Miami or move elsewhere. Now Robinson lands in Detroit. Okay. I like this move for Detroit. Duncan Robinson. Nice. Free agent guard Trey Mann has agreed to a 3-year, $24 million deal with the Charlotte Hornets. So Trey Mann back to Charlotte for 3 years. See if we have any more moves. Let's check up on the Cavs, see if they did anything. And they did. Larry Nance Jr. is signing with the Cavs. Okay, so we get Larry Nance Jr., who played for the Hawks last season. He did play for the Cavs a little bit ago. But welcome back, Larry Nance Jr. I like this. Off the bench, gives us some juice. I like this a lot. But that's gonna do it for me reacting to NBA free agency part 1. And yeah, but that's gonna do it for this reaction though. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, and I'm out. Peace. And let me know what y'all's favorite move has been so far in NBA free agency. And yeah,